What's going on, everybody? It's Professor Gnome, and today we're going to be looking at Cinderace EX. This is a card from Stellar Crown that I was originally pretty standoffish about. I kind of thought it was going to be pretty bad, but it actually turns out that it's not really all that bad at all. The Garnet Volley attack is really powerful. Being able to hit for 180 is really good in a way that you wouldn't really expect, where it misses out on some key damage numbers, where like it doesn't knock out things like Rotom because it's like 10 damage short and things like that. But one of the things that it's able to do is the fact that because it has a free retreat cost, you can hit with Flame Strike for 280. But also one of the things that I found to be a really useful strategy is that you can actually use things like Boss's Orders and use things like the Counter Catcher to actually just trap something in the active that your opponent has a hard time removing and like switching out, and then just Garnet Volley over and over. Even if you need to take 2 shots, it doesn't really matter. There's not a ton of great water threats right now except for things like Palkia to be able to one-shot you. Most things kind of can't. And so you can actually just Garnet Volley over and over onto the bench, or Flame Strike down whatever is kind of in your path that you have to knock out. Because you're playing with Cinderace, which is a stage 2, and you're already using Rare Candies, obviously Pidgeot is very, very strong. And then also the use of Feather Ball is really good because you get to search your deck for a card with no retreat cost. So you can find your Pidgeots or your Cinderace because of the fact that they have no retreat cost. We're also playing a couple other supporting style cards. Obviously, we want to play our own Rotom and we want to play our own Fezandipiti. But also, because you have the option to snipe out different prize card, and take prize cards from the bench, having Briar is super, super powerful because of the fact that if you're in like a 2 prize card situation where your opponent has 2 prize cards, you have 3, you have weakened down a Pokemon and they retreated to the bench, you can always just snipe it out later. Pidgeot makes it really easy to search. Our aspect of choice is also Sparkling Crystal, because of the fact that if you have Pidgeot on board, you can drop an Ivan, or Arven. I don't know why I keep calling it Ivan lately. But you can get the Sparkling Crystal, you can attach that on with your Arven, you can Pidgeot out to get the double colorless, and just start attacking right away with the Flame Strike from there, or it makes using your Garnet Volley a lot easier. So I feel like the Crystal is kind of the better move right now. Obviously, you can play Neo Upper, but I personally feel like out of my playtesting, the Crystal has just kind of come up more. We also have the Crispin in order to get our Garnet Volleys powered up as quickly as possible as well. So overall, it's in a pretty good spot. We have Magma Basins in order to help power ourselves up as well. So really the whole goal here is just to be able to Garnet Volley, trap things, or Flame Strike them down. And yeah, that's kind of the base rundown of the deck. It's pretty simple. It's very Charizard-esque. You definitely could even run this with Duskull if you wanted, or like even just a 1/1 line of Duskull, Dusclops in order to utilize Garnet Volley for even more damage. But I don't find it incredibly necessary to do that, but you definitely could. But yeah, that's going to be the list, guys. Be sure to let me know what you think of the list and any changes that you would make. Be sure to let me know what you want to see in the next video. And be sure to join the community Discord down below, as well as if you're interested in using this list, it is down in the description below. So if you want to copy it, try it for yourself, edit it, do whatever you want with it, have fun with that. And yeah, I want to give a final shout out to the channel members. Thank you guys so much for that additional level of support. It means a lot and it goes a long way. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I think that's it for my intro. I think I covered just about everything. So, oops. Good thing that didn't delete. That would have been tragic, huh? Alright, getting into game number 1 in a moment. I'll see you guys there. Peace. Alright, we're into game number 1, and we're going to be going first. We open just Manaphy. If we were going second, this would be fine, because we'd be able to actually use the Arven. But yeah, this is bad. This is a really bad hand. Especially just opening pure Manaphy, that is not great. Hopefully, I mean, if we can top deck a Nest Ball or a Buddy Poffin, we'll be in a good spot. But if we don't, we're in a really bad one. Okay. We're bailed out by the Buddy Poffin for sure. Because we can go Pidgey, Scorbunny, attach the energy, pass. And then on our next turn, we can go Arven. Okay, we're up against Lugia. So that's actually fine, because we can just spend two turns sniping out the Archeopses. So they get their Evolutionmon, so they can add the Archeops into hand. So we'll play the Arven to get ourselves Rare Candy. We can go Feather Ball to grab ourselves the Pidgeot. It doesn't really get us much, though. Because what do we search with Pidgeot? We could go, like, Raboot, just to get the other evolution. Get a second Arven. Conveniently, our opponent's also kind of stuck, so it's nice that we're not the only person with a really bad hand. We'll go Rare Candy, Sealstone, Feather Ball for Pidgeot. Okay, I think I figured out my play for the turn. I'm going to go Rare Candy for Pidgeot. Search for the Rotom. Rotom can go down. Place the Sealstone. Energy attachment to the Scorbunny, and then I can instant charge. And then what I'll be able to do is I can go Arven for another Rare Candy. I can go... Alright. Yeah, I'm fine. So, if Manaphy gets knocked out, that's actually the best case scenario for me on this turn. If it doesn't, that is what it is. Because what I can do is I can actually bring in the Scorbunny. I'll be able to drop the Sparkling Crystal. I'll be able to Arven for a Rare Candy. I can even play Fezandipiti down and get myself a couple more cards as well. Because they're going to grab themselves probably like a Minccino off the Ultra Ball. Yeah. So I think my play is to boss up. Okay. So new play. I think what my play is, I'm gonna boss up one of the Archeopses, snipe out the other one, force them to have to spend the Archeops to put energy on to retreat it, and snipe out another one. Alright, we lose out on our Sealstone, which does make our play a little bit harder, but not if they're gonna use Blood Moon to knock out the Manaphy. If that's the play they make, then it's a lot easier. Okay, never mind. We're totally fine. So we'll go Sparkling Crystal, go Arven for Rare Candy, grab the Defiance Band, I guess, just to help like thin our deck. We'll go Quick Search, grab ourselves the Scorbunny, or sorry, the Cinderace. We can go Rare Candy, play that down. That's prepped. we can go Fezandipiti, flip the script. No, that's really all that important. Right. Alright, so we can play this down. We can knock out that, but I don't think it's worth it. We're going to go Garnet Volley here to knock out one of the Archeops. Because we can avoid the Mist Energy here, because they can't attack with Blood Moon anyway. They have to retreat it. They have 3 cards in hand. They can power up the Minccino if they want to, but if they don't have Cinccino in hand, it doesn't matter. If they retreat this out, they lose all of their energy, more or less. And then on our next turn, we're literally just going to Garnet Volley the Archeops down again, regardless of even if we're attacked. And our goal at this point is just to set up a new Cinderace. We don't really care about Iron Hands. Because I think what my play is going to be on this upcoming turn is I'm going to boss up either the Iron Hands or the Lugia. Because they can't attack me with Blood Moon anyway on this turn, again, unless they retreat. They can go double turbo. Yeah, I think they're just going to concede. Yeah, because the game was over. That's why, like, the bench sniping is so strong. Like, we were even able to play out of, like, kind of getting bailed out on like a pretty bad hand. Just because, like, being able to snipe stuff out, and, like, if you have something trapped, like if they play like an Ursaluna or something like that, like, they didn't really have an option there. Because there's nothing to do. Like, we're just going to snipe out the other Archeops, and the deck literally can't function from there. But that's a quick game 1, and we'll jump into game 2 in a second, and I'll see you guys there. Peace. Alright, we're into game number 2, and we're going to be going first. Our hand is not the best, but we can make it work. We really want to be able to get into, like, a Nest Wall or something here. Magma Basin isn't really what we're looking for, but we're able to go Scorbunny Pidgey. And that'll have to do for now. We'll place that down. What we can do is we can go Arven in order to go... It just depends on what our, like, if our opponent knocks out our Charizard or not. We can assume they're playing, like, Raging Bolt. Oh, okay. Roaring Moon. Roaring Moon has the potential to knock out our Charizard. And if they do, that's actually the best case scenario for us at this point, and it looks like that's what they'll do. Give themselves 2 more energy. They can manually attach 1 and then go Squawk to discard. Yep. It would have been in their best interest to go Pokemon Catcher and coin flip and see if they can get the Scorbunny. There's a Judge. That's so annoying. The double Arven there sucks so hard. They give up another Prime Catcher, too. They're making their hand, like, objectively weaker. Okay, the Crispin's good for later. But we have to go Arven here. And go Nest Ball, Seal Stone. Go Nest Ball for Rotom. Place the Seal Stone down. We'll spin the Pokestop. Okay, the Rare Candy's nice, but discarding all of that really sucks. We'll go Instant Charge. Alright. We have the Buddy Poffin, the Ultra Ball, we have Arven. All that stuff's like good for them, but it doesn't matter all that much. Vitality's fine. Alright, we need to be the person to get the first, like, actual KO. Alright, there's the Tails. This is their third Pokemon catcher. So they can go Subjugating Chains here. They can bring in the Roaring Moon. They go Calamity Storm, which is fine. We'll knock this out. On this turn, the big issue. Get another Nest Ball. So we'll go Nest Ball for Fezandipiti. We'll go that so we can get another Scorbunny. Then we'll go flip the script. Okay, that's pretty big. We'll be able to place the Fighting Energy down. We can go Arven here. Grab ourselves Feather Ball. And we'll grab the Sparkling Crystal for later. We can go Feather Ball to grab ourselves the Pidgeot. And then we'll go Rare Candy for Pidgeot. We'll quick search to grab our other Rare Candy. We'll go Rare Candy, and then from here we can go Flame Strike or Flare Strike, knocking that out, taking 2 prizes. Alright. So now it comes down to if they can Calamity Storm us or not. But pretty much what the plan here is that I'm gonna Ultra Ball. Or like, if they go Frenzied Gouging here, I'm less worried about it, because pretty much what my plan is that I can sack Pidgeot, right? Like, I can let this go down. What I'll do... Alright, the judge is really annoying again. But that's also fine because I got the Magma Basin to help power up the Scorbunny. Pretty much what the plan here is that this is going to come in and it's going to go Frenzied Gouging, right? It's going to be weak enough that I can use the Pidgeot in order to search out the double colorless. Attach that, attack with Blistering Winds to knock out the Roaring Mooniacs, and then all I have to do is power up a new Scorbunny. To just finish off like any individual target that I need. So there's the double turbo, that actually helps me out a lot. I can go for a flip the script. where I do get a boss's orders, which is nice for later on. Don't really need this. I can play this down. I don't think there's anything I really need. Actually, that's not true. I need to go Lumineon here to guarantee myself the I need to grab Arven to guarantee myself the Ultra Ball. So I need Ultra Ball and Sparkling Crystal. I can go Ultra Ball, get rid of this and this to grab myself the Raboot. I can go Raboot, and I'll go Magma Basin, attach the Sparkling Crystal, Magma Basin one more time, or actually utilize the Magma Basin. So I can put the energy onto the Raboot. I'll quick search for I think I want the Super Rod. Okay, so I can go Super Rod, throw this back in, this and this. Yeah, that's fine. And then what I can do is go wins. I'll discard the stadium because I don't need it anymore. Knock that out, take 2 prizes. Alright, so I get the Rare Candy. Regardless, I have Crispin. I have the Feather Ball in order to get myself into my... I have Feather Ball to get myself into Cinderace. I'll be able to one-shot anything that comes in. And I have the Crispin to put the energies down if I need them. Vitality, it means that my hand won't get reshuffled. And it means I won't get Briared. And then even if, one of the other things too that's like pretty nice for me is that even if they knock this out, I could literally go into Raboot and Nest Ball out the Radiant Charizard. So like even if I got my hand reshuffled, as long as I can get myself into Radiant Charizard in a single energy, then I still win the game. Actually, if they go Frenzy Gouging, I can literally just low sweep with Raboot too. So the game should be over here, regardless if I get reshuffled or not. And this is why I said like early on that I had to be the person to get the first like real KO, because they knocked out Radiant Charizard, but that set them off to 3 prizes. And I only need 2, so it like gets really awkward for them. They can bring in the Pecharunt, but that's also fine by me. The main thing is they can't bring themselves in with Pecharunt. So powering it up doesn't really help because they're just leaving Squawkabilly in the active. There's a Nest Ball for nothing. Yeah, they just ran out of options. So that's going to be the end of the game. can't draw themselves into those judges, nor could they use them if they did. So we were able to use Pidgeot as a backup attacker, which is like not what I want it to do, but it works out all the same. And then we're going to be able to finish the game off with our Cinderace. Cool. So we can go Feather Ball, grab Cinderace, place that down. Then we can go Crispin to get the final energies that we need. Attach that. Retreat. Bring in that and go Flame Strike for our last 2 prize cards. And close out game number 2. Where we get our other rare candy. It's crazy that 2 of our rare candies were prized. That definitely could have hurt us, but we were able to make it work, so not the biggest deal. That's also another reason why we had to pivot and make sure that we had another, like, that we had Pidgeot as the backup attacker, because of the fact that we had to, like, we had already used our rare candies. Having to go, like, Raboot into Cinderace because we didn't have our other rare candies definitely could have hurt us, but we were able to make it work, so it is what it is. But that's going to be game number 2, and we'll jump into game number 3 in a second, and I'll see you guys there. Peace. Alright, we're into game number 3, and we're going to be going first. Based on the sleeves, it looks like we're up against Charizard. We are going to have to mulligan, which is okay. The hand wasn't the best. This one is a little better, not incredible, because of the fact that we're going first. We're not going to be able to, like, utilize things the way that we would really like to be able to, but we do have a Nest Ball for Rotom. If we can top deck into, like, a Buddy Poffin, that'd be great. We see the Charmander. We do get Seal Stone, and what that means is that I'm going to actually go Rotom here. I'm going to attach the Seal Stone. I'm going to use the Seal Stone early, and I don't love having to do this, but it's the play I'm going to make, where what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a Buddy Poffin early to set up my hand, because it's not the best, but also because of the fact that what I want to be able to do on my following turn, we can go Instant Charge here. We have Lumineon in hand, so what my goal is that I can go Lumineon for Arven, use Arven for a rare candy, get rid of, or like I can use the rare candy to make Pidgeot, use Pidgeot to find myself another rare candy, make Cinderace, and go from there. Okay, so honestly, even a little bit better, because now what I'll be able to do is I won't need to use my supporter for the turn to be, like, my supporter for the turn won't have to be Arven. I can actually start being aggressive right away. So, what do I need here? Yeah, I need a rare candy. So I can go rare candy, Cinderace to the active. I can drop the Lumineon, use that to find myself the Crispin. Use Crispin to make up for the fact that I didn't attach an energy on the last turn the way I should have. I'll put the fighting energy into my hand. I can attach the dark energy. I can throw the fire energy down. And then from here, what I can do is attach the Sparkling Crystal and go for the Garnet Volley to knock out the... Do I want to knock out the Pidgey? Yeah. Because I want to eliminate Pidgeot being a problem for right now. The Charizard's just going to repower itself up anyway. And if I get rid of one Charmander, it doesn't really matter. They have another one. Yeah, like I know that's coming. Like pretty much no matter what I do. But if I can get rid of Pidgeot as an option, like that's going to help me dramatically. There's a Seal Stone. The Hero's Cape doesn't matter because I'm going to be like attacking into it twice anyway. So pretty much what the play from here on out is going to be, they go Counter Catcher. Honestly, that's fine. I get a new hand. Great. I get the Rare Candy into a new Cinderace. I can start powering that up. They knock out my Rotom, and they will take like a prize card lead. But I can actually get a new Cinderace completely powered here. They burn it for Buddy Poffin. So I assume this is going to be like two Pidgeys, or like a Pidgey and a Duskull. Pidgey and a Manaphy. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just going to be working on knocking out the actives anyway. Another Charizard on board. So, they go Blazing Darkness here, they knock out the Rotom. We bring in Cinderace, they go down to 2 prizes, and so pretty much what my plan here is I can go Rare Candy, Cinderace. Then what I can do is go... I'll drop the Iono right away. Put them to 4 cards just to be a little bit annoying, because again, they don't have Pidgeot yet. I get to attach an energy here, drop the Scorbunny, then I can search and grab myself the Fezandipiti. Place that down, flip the script. Cool. So there's the boss's orders that I actually do need, and so pretty much what the play here is that I can go Flame Strike, put enough damage onto this that I KO this on the next attack. So they'll attack into me, I'll live, I'll be able to retreat, go Cinderace, attack into this, and knock it out. I'll go down to 3 prizes. So now what I can do is go Quick Search, grab myself a double colorless, just like that. Place that down. Then what I can do is retreat, bring in the next Cinderace. I'll be able to Flame Strike, knock this out, and pretty much do this same play, but when I do it, I can actually drop the Briar and knock that out as well for like my final prizes. I'll drop the Arven for Defiance Band and a Pal Pad. Because I can throw the Defiance Band just to kind of do a little bit more damage. It doesn't really matter. Like, I don't get a ton out of it. Really what I want is I just want to have a backup Crispin. I'll give like an Iono and a Crispin. Just so that way if I need to like power up this Scorbunny really quickly, I can. But I'll go Flame Strike here for 290. Knocking this out, taking 2 prizes. I will survive the incoming attack. I'll be able to retreat, go Flame Strike, and just loop this over again. The only issue that I could run into is if they were running the Duskull, but they're not, and even then, the boss's orders will make it easier, because then I can just boss up like the Manaphy at any point. I actually will even have the option, if they take a knockout on my Cinderace, I'll have the option to go Counter Catcher as well. So I can go Retreat, bring in the Cinderace. Then from here, I'm going to throw an energy down onto the Scorbunny. I can go Arven again for another Rare Candy. I can Quick Search for Cinderace. Rare Candy to the Cinderace. Go Flame Strike for 280, putting this in range that I will KO it no matter what. And I should have... yeah. I'll have enough energy that I can Quick Search out the Crispin if I need to, but I won't. The game is pretty much over from this point, because if they attack with Charizard and remove our Cinderace, then we just go Briar and finish it off. So we bring Cinderace in. And this is a situation where Briar is so good, and it's why I think at least one copy in the deck for everything is like I think having it in at least one copy in every deck is extremely important, because I can grab Briar right here, right? And in a normal circumstance, I knock this thing out, and then if they can just make a new Charizard and they have boss's orders, I lose. And that's like super sad. But now all I have to do is drop the Flame Strike. I'll take an additional prize card where I knock out Charizard, take 3, and close out the game. And it's why Briar is so strong. There's another boss's orders, and things just kind of work out in our favor. So that's going to be game number 3. One of the things about like running into Charizard, obviously they got a little unlucky that they couldn't get into their Pidgeot sooner, but that's why we wanted to make the priority of knocking that out, because Pidgeot is what makes Charizard EX function. Like without it, it's a much worse deck. And so being able to like get rid of that, make them forced to use their rare candies to make the Charizards, slowing down their chances of finding more, getting themselves into Pidgeot, all that kind of stuff, really hurts them and really helps out the matchup a lot. If you're really struggling with Charizard, even in a deck that's supposed to win, that could be where you're going wrong, like not being able to focus and prioritize on the Pidgeots and things like that. Definitely could be your area that you kind of need to fix up. But yeah, that's going to be game number 3. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Be sure to let me know what you want to see in the next video and all that. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. In the next video, we'll have like different music playing and stuff like that. I know people have gotten a little tired of the playlist that I keep kind of looping. And so, you know, I'm going to work on that and get that all fixed up. But yeah, that's just about it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.